Hi, what's up guys? My name is Josh, founder of Tilted, and this is our fulfillment center here in Utah. This is exciting. I'm gonna make a video for you guys explaining what Tilted is, what it's not, what it can do, and why it is so important for the industry. This is changing everything about spray bottles, and it's a very exciting time, okay? This is our Tilted 3-pack. It's a beautiful thing. I designed it myself. It has a lot of information and beautiful coloring on the front. On the back, we also have what it can be used in, what it can't be used in, okay? We'll get into that in another video too. But right now, just know that it's gonna work for pretty much all of your cleaning chemicals. Don't use it in acids or solvents, all right? Inside the bag, you're going to find the Tilted adapters. In that case, it was a 3-pack. It is made of polypropylene and silicone. So it's very simple, but it really works, okay? You can plug this into almost any spray bottle in the world, and I have to say almost, we'll get into that too, but you can turn it into a 360 sprayer to eliminate the frustration, right, of having just a little bit of fluid left in the bottle. You're at the end of the day, all you wanna do is clean 2 more wheels, and you can't. Well now, let's get it primed. That problem is completely solved forever. You never have to worry about it again, and that's why it's so exciting. So I've detailed over 4,000 cars. I've had a detailing business for 6 years. It's doing really well. We still have it. And I know what it's like to not be able to spray a spray bottle and how annoying it can be. So this really solves that. The other things that come in the package, we have a sticker, nice and waterproof 3-inch sticker. It's pretty sweet. And then we also have, these are the updated instructions. So the 3 ways that it connects to the different sprayer heads, as well as the front with a little bit more information, the warranty information. We do warranty these for an entire year, and it is a real warranty, okay? If you have any problems with the product, come to me, email me, I will replace it for you or guide you on how you can fix it, okay? We want to take care of you guys. That's how we run our detailing business. That's how we want to run Tilted. We're just me and Cole, just some dudes who clean cars, and we wanted to provide a product for people. That's all it really is, okay? It's not a corporate thing here. All right, let's dive into this. I don't want to waste your time. So, the other thing in the bag are zip ties. So we'll get into this as well, why the zip tie is actually super useful in helping me sleep at night. So come on over to the other side here. You guys are familiar with a lot of different sprayer heads. These are Tulcos, one of the most popular, the gray and the golden black. But we got to talk about why one of these is quite superior when it comes to 360 capability and why that is, okay? A lot of you have realized you buy the tilted adapter, you put it into your spray bottle, you go to spray it horizontal, and it's like, this is so nice. I'm able to get into cup holders and engine bays, get underneath the hood, in the wheel arches, right? And then you do what everyone shows you online, and you're like, why is that not working? Well, check this out, okay? I need you to listen here really quick. You hear that? All right, don't clip that. This has a metal check ball valve in here, right? There's a little ball valve that's supposed to stop the back pressure when you release the trigger. However, when it does upside down, that metal ball valve is pretty heavy, and it's no longer going to allow the back pressure to be stopped. So the pressure is going in the tube, back out the tube, in the tube, back out the tube, and you get no pressure in the trigger head. This, on the other hand, has a plastic check ball valve. So if we put our tilted adapter into this one, same one by the way, that's what makes them nice, they're reusable. Now we get it primed. Works just like the gray ones, but now you can flip it upside down and you have full pressure throughout every single squeeze. This is what makes it superior in my eyes. Although you already know as a business owner, it doesn't matter if you can spray it upside down. What really matters is, can you, with 1 or 2 ounces in the spray bottle left, tilt it horizontal and spray into a cup holder or an engine bay, or can you reach inside of a rim or a wheel arch and clean everything you need to without having to refill the bottle at like 4:59 p.m. and you're trying to go home? That's what you care about. So if that's your concern, I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed with these gray ones you're already using. This is what we use because we don't care about going all the way upside down, We just want it to be able to spray horizontal, which is 99.9% of the time, you're actually going to use it. Trust me, I've done thousands of cars. I've never once tilted it upside down, even though it's really hard to sell if you can't tilt it upside down, because there's a virality and we care more about how something looks than how it actually works. Okay, rant's over. Let's continue here. But what about the different types of spray bottles, right? So these are the Ecolabs. Ecolabs, I love these, super high output. They plug in the same way, they're the same size, okay. Really nice tight fit. The Zepp ones, these I hate with a passion, but some of them are good. All right, even the ones with a super long neck, they work as well. So Josh, why did you make the tube on the blue part so long? Okay, it sticks out so much and it looks incredibly ugly. Well, that's why, because some spray bottles have ridiculously long necks. We need to make them universal for everybody. So we made this blue part long, we made this silicone long. Here's a quick tip. You're gonna thank me later. Take this blue tube, trim off like most of it, and then when you plug it in, it's going to look so much better. But the beautiful part about it, hold on, is that it's still a little too long. That's why we made it extra long. So now we can take this and throw it in the spray bottle. But I gotta tell you something, okay? A lot of people will throw it in here just like this, extra long, and they'll wonder why sometimes they'll have priming issues when the bottle gets really low, okay? So you miss a prime every once in a while. And here's the reason. The reason it's not priming right is because when it's sitting here, you want it to sit just like this, right in the corner of the spray bottle. But if it's too long, it sits like this, right? And so the water is no longer at the tip. What we want to do is make sure that the end of this tube is as close to the length of the spray bottle as possible, and you won't have the priming issues like before, okay? These are kind of hard to get in with wet hands. All right, so put it back on, and you'll realize this is just about the same length, if not a little shorter. That's actually a good thing, okay? If it's a 1/2 inch short, it's actually gonna be pretty nice. All right, now when you prime it, you're not gonna have any issues, because every single time, this spray bottle right here, or the weight, is in the corner to corner. You hear that? That's what you want. You'll never have priming issues because it's always going to follow the water there. All right, this floor is gonna be soaked, but this is important. So that's my quick tip. Trim down the blue part if you want it to look better, but do that before you cut it to length. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit too short, all right? So this is the tilted adapter. You can put the zip tie on it right here, like you'll see in the photos. This helps with more slippery chemicals. Most chemicals won't need it, but I do recommend it because you only have to do it one time and you never really have to touch it again. Now, we have a trigger. Let's say the trigger breaks. Oh no, that was super unfortunate. Well, guys, you still have the tube. Pull the tube out, don't throw it away, okay? Put it on another trigger head. They're like $1.50 when you buy them in bulk, and you can still keep spraying, all right? I know that was a waste, but it is what it is. You should see my desk right now. It's literally so bad. Ooh, I have not hit the gym today yet. I'm going to, because I am feeling tight. Now, guys, this is actually super important. What about the sprayer heads that have a smaller tube, where you're saying, okay, here's your tilted adapter. It doesn't work, right? It just goes right over. It's not gonna go on there. That's really dumb. Why is it like that? Well, the reason is there are a lot of different types of sprayer heads on the market. There's about 6 different sizes, and we can't make them for every individual size, but this is so simple, guys, okay? This tube, I've already cut it down. It's supposed to be about this long, whatever. Take some scissors, trim it to length, just like that. I like to cut it at an angle. It's a little bit easier to put on there. Then you're gonna take your tilted adapter. Stay with me now, this is really complicated. Take off the top adapter. Save this for later in case you ever want to attach it to another spray bottle head, but you won't need this. Then we slide the silicone. We made the silicone this size specifically so that is 100% universal. If we make it a bigger silicone, it won't do this, all right? Then it would be a lot harder to do. Now, that is connected. So now we have a tilted adapter in a spray bottle head with a smaller tube. Okay, let's prime it up and you get the exact same performance. You can spray it straight down. I'm gonna remind you, there's like an ounce and a half left in here, okay? Straight down, straight up. These ones even work upside down. Pretty much all of the cheap trigger heads work upside down because they don't have a metal ball valve. So that is how you attach it to these cheaper spray bottle heads. If you want to go a step further, you can add one of the zip ties on there, tie it around, and it just helps it hold on a little better. But I've never had issues. It's just there for, you could say, insurance. So that's what you're gonna do for all of the cheaper ones that have a smaller tube, right? Like these ones are from another company. We have, these ones are from a different company as well. It's all the exact same principle. So you can plug that in and you can spray it away. That is how they connect. It is, don't overthink it, super easy. All right, guys, I think I'm just gonna tell you to check out the other videos that we're gonna be posting on YouTube because there's so much more information that we wanna share with you guys. But if you have any questions, I want you to drop in the comment if you've used Tilted and your experience with it, if you recommend it for others or if you don't. You're not gonna offend me, but I would love to know your feedback. And we're always trying to improve here. We're trying to make the best product we can. We're trying to provide the best value we can. And we're trying to make sure that 360 technology in spray bottles doesn't have to cost 20 bucks anymore, okay? That being said, check it out on our website, tiltedspray.com. We have a TikTok shop as well, but they charge us so many fees. And then, yeah, spray away, guys. Isn't that sick? Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. All right, we'll catch you on the next one.